Well, take a wild guess where we are. Don Speed Shop. Sort of. We're at the Don Garlets Museum in Ocala, Florida. Came down here for an RC thing and decided I'd check out the museum. It's been a long time since I've been in here. So it's a bit of an impromptu live. So much to see. Check it out. At the Don Garlets Museum in Ocala, Florida. Check it out. Sideways Hemi. It's cool. See, we got 3 in here. Y'all say something in the chat so I know who's here. Again, we're at the Don Garlets Museum here in Ocala. Came down for a RC thing for the friend of mine. They're doing some drag racing out front. We got some coverage there. But I decided to come into the museum and check it out. Check that out. That's a jet engine. That's super cool. The turbine car. Maybe I can focus on that a little bit. Oh, where's left? Leave us a comment there so I know who's in here. We got one person. Oh, they left. Hey, John. I don't know if you heard, but we're at the Don Garlits Museum in Ocala, Florida. Checking out all the stuff. I live here in Ocala, and this museum's been here forever, but this is the first time I've been back in probably 20-something years. Yep, even got some mini bikes in there. Put my finger out of the way so you guys can see. Lots and lots of really cool things in here, man. Come back to that.
That's pretty cool, huh? Hey. First one invented? No. That car? Why? That's the first time that car invented on TV.
Check it out. $413.
Thank you, Daddy.
There's nothing else. That's the real deal. Gives you some footage, resources If you ever build a Don Garlets Hemi, that's what they look like. Or that's what that one looks like anyway. Besides John, who's in here? Leave me a comment in the chat so I know who's here. Hey, what's up, Mike? Again, this is the, I think you got in here kind of late. This is obviously the Don Garlets Museum in Ocala, Florida. Came down to hang out with a buddy of mine. They're doing some drag racing out in the parking lot with their RC cars. So while I was here, I thought it'd be cool to go in there and take a tour of the museum. It's probably been 20 years since I've been in here. There's a lot to see in this place. They've got like 3 buildings, a lot of cool stuff. I don't know if I'll get it all in the live, but we'll try. Oh, we got a third follower. Leave us a comment in the chat so we know who you are. Check out that dude. Flathead. That is just tubing with a motor and a steering wheel and some tires. Here's one that's familiar to us. Mopar, baby. Mopar, no car. Loving it. We are in a museum, so I'm trying not to make a whole lot of noise and make a scene, but see, we got 4 people in here. Leave us another comment. Let us know who's in here. Hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday. Clearly, I am. Check this out. Because the engine is located in front of the driver. This is too cool. When that blows up, you've got serious problems. But then he starts to get caught up on the stage and have to come back by building a flashy new car with a difference. I know. Heck yeah. For those of you just showing up, we are at the Don Garlets Museum of Drag Racing here in Ocala, Florida. Made us one tour around. Let's make us another tour. And they got like 3 buildings worth of all kinds of cool cars. If nothing else, great reference material. Look at that Oldsmobile rocket motor. Great reference material for what these cars looked like. That's Flathead. Things. Can you imagine racing that? There's no, like, there's not even, what is that, a cowl? That's not a body panel. It's a cowl, right? So it's a steering wheel, 4 tires, chassis, and a V8. Hell yeah. Very true, Joe. Very true. Great reference material. We'll try to get them all in here. You guys feel free to use it for reference material. If you want something in particular, hit me up in the chat. Let me know. I'll try to get as close up as I can. Try to get the. Hope you guys can screenshot some of the information on these cars. And on the back side of these guys, there's a view you don't get very often. The back of the motor. Sometimes when we're detailing them up, that gives helpful information. Look at this. That's got the gauge in the back so he can see it. That's different. Yes, I know. I'm using my inside voice. I am in a museum and there's other people here, so I'm trying to use my inside voice. So if you're having trouble hearing me, don't worry about it. It's all you don't need to hear me. You need to see what we're looking at. I'm just blabbering off at the mouth like I always do. Check out the wing boots. That's cool. Check out that display. Got the starter tree and everything ready to go. Doot, doot, doot. We will definitely go around. That is the truth, Joe. The guys back then had no fear, man. No fear. Chassis, big motors. That's it. And that's literally it. Again, we're on the backside of these cars, but we will go around and get the fronts. Just trying to give you all something to look at and some reference material. Check this one out, y'all. This one's cool. I don't ever remember seeing this on the track, but maybe some of you old timers have seen it before. Looks like an Evil Knievel rig. Peterson and Fitz. I'm looking for. Oh, check this out, guys. How cool is that? These are super, super cool cars. Jocko's Parting Service. Big marbles and no fear. That's the truth, man. Big marbles, no fear, going fast. That's so cool, man. So cool. Let's see what they got here. We'll flip to the other side. Lots of different memorabilia in the cases. For those of you just showing up, I see we got 10 in here now. We're at the Don Garlets Museum of Drag Racing in Ocala, Florida. Just trying to get some video out there for you guys for reference material. There's a big old piston. And just for cool factor, man, this place is awesome. The Piranha. Oh, and look, they have and sell model kits. Oh, that dude's cool. I don't think I've ever seen that one. I'll be looking for that in the gift shop. May have to take that home with me. The ANT Piranha. You know there's a kit of that somewhere. That is too cool. Check this dude out. Now he's got all these race cars, but he's also got muscle cars and early cars, like early Fords. They're in another building, so we'll eventually get over there. Check those out. Swamp rat. There's your model kit. That thing's maybe 3.5, 4 foot long. Metal. That's cool. Yes, Mike. There, we're still doing our 4 o'clock. I'm. That's why I'm trying to squeeze this in. Um, I'm only about 20 minutes. My house is only about 20 minutes from the museum, so uh, we definitely will do the 4 o'clock tonight. Me and Jason, BG, Justin, and this week's guest is going to be Mr. Matthew Inman from MCV Products. So we're looking forward to having him on the show today. But I came down here this morning. A buddy of mine is racing his RC cars. Mike, I think you've heard this story, but they're doing a little RC drag racing out front here at the museum. And I came down to support him, got some footage of that, and wanted to get in here and get this because I know you guys would dig this. Lots of cool stuff, man. Lots of cool stuff. Like I said, last time I was in here was 20 years ago. Big Daddy. Big love it when you call me Big Papa. Garlets and Malone. In and Out Burger. That's no Whataburger. Here's just some reference information for the fuel pump on these big Hemis. Fuel line on placement. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. All right, let's get back over here and we'll do the next section. Whataburger is better than not. I like Whataburger because I know that Chuck from Chuck's Hobby Spot and podcast, he lives apparently on top of a Whataburger, so I'm gonna root for the Whataburger. Dude, this thing is teeny. It's not much bigger than a go kart. Trying to see what. I guess the motor's in the back. Maybe the Pocket Rocket. It's called. I think it's a Vega body. It looks like a Vega body. What's a miniature version of it anyway. So what we got here. Looks like the newer race cars are next door, so we'll be hitting them up next. These classics are cool. Oh, almost forgot one. If I'm not mistaken, there's a model kit that's very similar to this. So there's some reference material for you. Some sort of a jet thing here. It's got a wing on it. Hydrogen peroxide rocket? That it could be, but I don't know. I'm looking for the details on it. Didn't pass them. Swamp Rat Salt Liner. Is that right? Cool stuff. Look at a blown flathead. Old school Hemi. We'll dip back onto this side. Get the Kindle car. Dude, check this one out. It's like a matte textured gray with the polish. That's a cool paint scheme. I really like that. Again, ideas, right? Research and ideas. We got here, we got a motor Roy Hills. Guess this is a pro stock. Roy Hills Motorcraft. Was that a T Bird or a Mustang? That might be a Mustang. Gotta admit, I'm not familiar with this one either. The next, that's a Mustang, yeah. Fox body. That's definitely a Mustang. That looks more like something I'm familiar with. And the one past it, I'm really familiar with. He kind of catches out of the corner. Roy Hill budget motorcraft cars. Tempo? No, it was. I believe it's a. No, it is a Tempo. You nailed it, Joe. Tempo. You nailed it. I forgot all about that Tempo car. And my mom had one of those. Good call, Joe. The pocket rocket car was cool too, yeah. This is a Mercury? Mercury Capri. But I think we all know this one. Mopar, baby. Mopar or no car. They're Alderman. Super cool stuff, man. Might be another one you guys recognize right here. Oh, Shirley Maldonado in her pink race car. Let's skip over to this side. Stuff, man. Another Oldsmobile motor. Blown Oldsmobile. Swamp Rat from 1964. Yeah, he is definitely kicking strong. There's a Sonny's restaurant out here in front of the museum, and he's been spotted in there more than a few times. I've never met him. I saw him in there one time, but he clearly was busy, and I didn't want to bother him. Check out the witch car. That's cool. That is way cool. Think about it, man. Uh, the cojones these guys had to have to jump in these things. They're just tubing and then a big old motor, right? This look at this one. Look at this. There's nothing. Nothing. No roll cage. Nothing. He's just guys had guts, man. These guys were amazing. Right, we got another. The Navy car, really cool. This is the one with the gray textured with the polished aluminum. That's pretty cool. All right, we got on the other side over here. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get it all in for you, get it as routine as I can, but let's get on this side over here. There we go. There we are. I'd eat it up with a spoon, you know. Check out the spoon. This is the 1970-71. Again, guys, I don't know this stuff. I'm learning it as we go along. I mean, I was a fan, but I wasn't like a fan, if that makes sense. I think they're cool, but I just don't know the history of them. I think we can recognize this one. Pretty sure, pretty sure there's a model kit of this one too. A couple of them. Let these nice people go by. Pretty sure there is, because look, it says Ravel right on the side of it. But it's the Wynn's Army car. Try to get this one because I know there's a kit of this, so try to get you guys as much detail as I can. That's the wheels. Get the back tires so you guys can see that it had Racemaster tires on it. Super cool stuff. This one really looks like it's some sort of evil Knievel car. That's cool. All right, so that's the last in this section. We'll move over to what I believe is the newer race car section. Again, if you guys got anything that you see you want me to do close up on, let me know. I'll be glad to if I do a close up on it, get you some details if that's what you need. That guy must be related to me. He got a beer belly. Could be my granddaddy. Only my grandma knows that. Only God and my grandma know that. All right, let's that pocket rocket thing is so cool, man. It's like half the size of a regular car. All right, here we go. I think this might be a little more interesting for some of you guys. This is the new stuff in here. And old stuff too. Obviously a John Force car. I think that Peak car is a John Force car as well. Dude, check that out. There's just some detail. Swamp Rat 6 in the museum. I think so. Um, Probably one of the earlier ones. What was the unique thing about 6, Sluggo? I don't remember. If we need to, I maybe can go back, but definitely go back in the video. I think it's in the beginning of this video. Pontiac Trans Am, old Milwaukee. Great sponsor, I'm sure, but the beer tastes like Vito's butt. Blue Max car. That's a Ford. Gotta love it. These cars are packed in here tight. It's another Mustang. Shirley Muldowney's. Yeah, look how close they are. Tight in here, but here's one. Here's one for y'all. I know that's a model. It's the Jungle Gym Camaro, I believe is what that is. They got the front end up in the air. Looks like the Camaro. Might be the Vega. Oh, it's the Vega. Here's just some. There it is, guys. There's even the model kit. And that's the OG kit too. But there's just some details. If you guys, anybody's building that model, trying to get as much information for you as I can. Check out the bug. There is all kinds of model cars in display on here. Ones that have been donated, some that are for sale. I'm not sure if I even know what this one is. Cool looking though. Okay, so I'll look for it. But it's got. I know we must be getting close because this one says Swamp Rat 2. I'm sure they're all here. Don Speed Shop. 1960 Swamp Rat 2. 1958 Swamp Rat 2 Chevrolet. Oh, check out that thing. Dude, that is cool. 1957 Swamp Rat 2. That, look at that. How crazy you gotta be. Like your foot is out in the air. And that's nuts. These guys were crazy, man. Uh, that one looks a little worse for wear. This is, it's got slicks on the front and slicks on the back. This must be some sort of special. No, wait, I'm sorry. It's got a slick tire up here. I see. This must be one he wrecked. Y'all help me out in the comments. Tell me what car this is. Where did he wreck it? Probably shows us right here in this little video, but oh, it does. Ooh. Okay, now I know why it's banged up. That makes sense. Yeah, she's a little worse for wear. How cool would that be to make one of those all beat up? Do like a diorama of it. Might be cool. I thought it had the big slicks on the front too. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. All right, got some motorcycles or a motorcycle. That is a blowover car. Okay, I see it now. I've probably seen that. Oh, I know I've seen that video before. I just didn't know that it was a blowover car. Ooh. Look, here's one my size. Yep, lawnmower motor and everything. That's perfect for me. I can get around. Oh, check it out. Oh, Tom, if you're watching, there's some reference material for you. I know you like building the oldies. Oh, check out this one. That is cool. That is cool. Looks like it's stretched. Look, they stretched the front end out. Sweet. 27T. This is Charlie Hogan 2728T. Mopar baby. Mopa. Oh, check it. Is that a hair dryer I see in there? It sure looks like a hair dryer. There we go. Plymouth Max Wedge. There's a big 413 dual carb. Sweet stuff. Again, they're packed in here tighter than sardines, so it's hard to get them. 62 Plymouth. This guy. No thanks. The roasted dart. I love dart, so I don't want to drive that one. That thing is. That thing's got Death Wish written all over it. And if that doesn't make you think that it's got Death Wish written all over it, what about this guy? What makes this guy a Death Wish? Pretty sure that's an Allison aircraft. Look at that. Again, I'm not a airplane guy, but that looks like an Allison aircraft to me. Something that goes in a fighting airplane. Can't say it shouldn't go in a car, but you better be hanging on when it does. We all like a chop top, but I'd say that one would be a bit difficult to see out of. Trying to get around here to the windshield. That windshield is maybe 3 inches tall. That one's going to be a little difficult to see out of. Oh, there's another aircraft motor. Look at the output shaft on that thing. It's like 4 inch diameter output shaft. That's crazy. Pure America. Agreed, Sluggo. Pure America. At its best. That. All right, come help me, guys. I forget what that. I know what that is, but I can't. It's not a Henry J. Or is it a Henry J? Correct me. I think it's not. Is that the Angela? And I'm thinking Angela. Is that it? Is it a Henry J or is it the Angela? I'm probably saying that wrong too. Angela. I knew it was one of the two. Check it, man. These things are so cool. Blue plexiglass grill. This one. Check this out. Hey, what's up, for it? Go for it. We are at the Don Garlets Museum of Drag Racing in Ocala, and I'm really digging this one. You'll hear that a lot, but this one's really cool. With a Hillborn injected Hemi, crazy cool. Oh look, it's a Camaro. Bob Wood. Check it out. That's some cool stuff, man. That's the Grumpy Jenkins Vega. Stuffed in there. Papa John's 409. Let's see if we get the side of the Grumpies again. I don't know why they ever drag raced a 409. They knew it was a truck motor, but I guess you could get something out of it. Got a 66 Chevelle. Oh, check out the Hillborn. Blowing out the top of it. That's freaking cool. Monzo was someone. We had a 41 Willis. Hell yeah. Try to get it all in there. That red is cool, but check out this 37 Willis. That blue is stunning. That Grumpy's was a Monza. Okay, that blue is beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, look, they even got a little model. It's not a little model, but oh, dude, it's a wooden model that somebody made. Check that out. And that's the Stone Woods cookie. And cook, I should say, not cookie, but cook. There's a model of that out too. But check it, man. It's all made out of wood. Oh, the damn light's on. There we go. Somebody spent some time building that. We're not going to do it, but you can put money in this dude and check your reaction time because there's a light there. You follow. I'm not doing it. No, no, no. Stop it, Joe. I can hear you. Oh, check it again, man. There's model cars all over this place. What's happening? Go for it, painting. Welcome to the party, as my friend Sarge says. We are at Don Garlets Museum in Ocala. Cool stuff. Chrysler firepower, baby. Firepower. Might have to get this one from over here. I don't know. We'll see it from over there. U.S. Army rocket car. Oh, dude, that's it right there. I guess some. So it looks like a big freaking tank. Well, so I don't know. Wait, is it? Okay, I'm confused. The motor's in the back. Is that the fuel tank? No, I can't be the fuel tank. What the hell is that? Now it's got me the Art Malone. So this is going to be it right here. Let's learn about this. Powered by a 426 cubic inch Dodge Hemi with a rear tube axle extending through the engine block with a Crowler clutch mounted to it. This unusual car is supercharged by the compressed air stored in the huge aluminum tank forward of the driver. The project was unsuccessful, but represents many dollars, million hours, and to what lengths the innovative racer will go to obtain more speed for a better ET. No speeds or ET available. That's that's nuts. It's a bomb. It's when it's got compressed gas in it. It's a bomb. Here's another one. Who's getting in this dude and ripping down the racetrack? Oh yeah, all your creature comforts. No backrest. No seatbelts. I don't see any seatbelts. Very close access to the transmission, so you can see what's going on there. Woo! Those guys, those guys had big ones, big ones. And here's another one. Man, how brave you got to be to strap into that and go. A flathead V8. Some good reference material there. Good suspension reference on these old race cars. Yeah, I'm sure there's other guys do it way better than me. This is not my area of expertise, but I wanted to share it with y'all. Like I said, if nothing else, it makes great reference material. Another car coming up that I know is a model kit. That's right, the Moon Eyes. Talking about Tom a while ago, he built a Great Moon Eyes car. Yeah, Joe, you need to come on down, man. Come hang out. It's only like $22 to get into the museum. Like I said, there's three or four different buildings. The muscle cars. This is the race cars. Then they got muscle cars, and they got old Fords, classic cars. We'll try to get through everything today. I got to keep an eye on the clock because I do have my 4 o'clock live. So I got to. It's 12:15. We got 2 hours. All right, let's get around here and see what else we can see. It's the Scorpion. The Israeli rocket. Okay, Israeli rocket. Lights right in the middle of it. Dang, all that polished, shiny, but still, dude. I mean, look, that rear end is right there, and that's literally legs on each side. So there's the center trunk for the rear end. There's the gas pedal. Um, is that me, or does that really look like a bad idea? Or how about the clutch and the bell housing and everything that's right there? One clutch explosion, and you're probably not going to have any children. Just saying. Hey, what's up, Matthew? We're down here at the Don Garlets Museum of Drag Racing here in Ocala. Uh, Checking it out, man. Came down here. A buddy of mine was doing some RC drag racing out in the parking lot. So we came into the museum. Thought we'd share some of these Don Garlets race cars with y'all. If nothing else, there's some great reference material in here. I was telling them earlier, a lot of model cars in here, a lot of cars that were made models of the Moon Eyes car, a lot of the Revell Army funny cars. Stick around, Matthew, where the one of the other buildings contains the old classic cars and muscle cars. We'll go over there and check them out. And again, you guys, if you see anything you want to get a close up on, let me know, and I'll try to get a close up on it for you the best I can. Again, there's a lot of stuff in here that we could use for reference material on what we're building. Hey, what's up, Swamp Cabbage? Check this. The innovation and the designs and what they were coming up with to try to go fast back in the day, man. I mean, it's so cool, but dangerous. My God, dangerous. We were earlier and saw one. The seat just hangs off the back. There was no roll cage around it or nothing. Big Hemi and some tubes and some tires and a steering wheel and a seat. He did. Yep, Garlets made the rear engine rail, or started it anyway. We're back around. So I think, just to give you a kind of an overall layout, this is the one, same building, second room. We have to exit the building. Oh, I don't think we went down these guys. Well, let's do these guys while we're here. Newer, newer style drag racing motor. Great references there. Some of that fuel line stuff for the fuel pump. Give you an idea where all that stuff goes. I'm building that twin turbo, and that information will be good to have. Super cool stuff. Just because he lost part of his foot when the clutch exploded. Exactly. The monowing car in 1993. I heard him in one of the videos say that that car, for its time, picked up more speed from the quarter or from the eighth mile to the quarter mile than any other car in that era. Again, I'm not a historian on these. I'm more versed in old NASCAR stuff, but I still think it's freaking cool. It's a polished up Mopar. Swamp rat with the with the wing over the motor. Okay, different but cool. Swamp rat. Sluggo, is that the one you were asking about? Is it V5 or is V10? V's 5. Sluggo, is that the one you were asking about? Maybe he was asking about Swamp Rat 6. I believe that was it. It's awesome, man. It's really well worth the trip. Uh, Definitely worth coming up. See, I came here. It could have been. Let's see if I can find out. Let me see. Get back over here. Built in 1963, it was the first car out of Garlets Automotive Inc. with the swampy tail. I can't read it from that far away. Top speed 195 miles per hour. Still cool. But Swamp Cabbage, yeah, it's really nice, cool museum up here. Uh, all kinds of stuff. I mean, you name it, they got it. Of course, all of Don's stuff, and just this is just one of the race rooms. And I was telling the guys earlier that they got a muscle car, classic car, old Ford, all kinds of stuff. Buildings. There's like 3 or 4 buildings total. Don't forget to hit the button. Thanks. But yeah, check it out, man. Great ideas for paint schemes and what color stuff's supposed to be. That red on that car right there is beautiful. Like the Joe Amato car. It's like a candy red. It's beautiful. Well, all right. I think we got this room covered. We'll have to do a scan over here of this wall. It's got all kinds of photos of memorabilia on the wall. Lots of cool stuff. Oh, there's that gas. That one's here. That one's in here. No, thank you. I'm not going down the drag strips and something like that. I'll watch. All right, we're going to ease out now and head over to the other building. We do have to exit this building to get to the new other building. But in case you guys that were here earlier, this is the first room. Has a lot of his cars in here. Uh, the bomb. Oh my God! It blew up. 20,000 spectators watching as Garlets' car lowers into a ball of fire, ripping into. When Garlets opens his eyes, he realizes he's trapped in the mangled room. First thing your eyes saw was the pain was excruciating. All right. I'm wondering how good the service is in here. You guys are chatting, but there's a big delay. I'm just getting angular responses, and that was like 20 minutes ago, so maybe the delay is bad.
There you are.
This is the first one. Well, there are 3 of them at the end. Get my ticket ready so I can go next door. Whew. Yeah, here we are. So we're going to head over to these buildings. Over here will be the muscle cars and old Fords and classic cars, I believe is what they said. Okay, Matt. Okay, there ain't much of a delay because I just asked it. So there we go. Cool. Matt, if I can find the early Fords first, we'll hit them up for you. I know those are your favorite. But we got some, let me see, purchase tickets that way. It is Florida. Thank God it ain't summertime because it's already hot. So over here we have the antique, the early Ford V8, antique engines, muscle cars, and cruising customs. Should be a lot of cool reference material in here. Matthew, you ready to be on the Sunday Buddy builds this afternoon? All right, here we go. No smoking, food or drink, shoes and shirt required. Oh man, I gotta wear a shirt and shoes. How you doing?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Doing fine, thank you.
Bathrooms are right behind you. If you have any questions, just let me know. Photographs are okay, but please do not touch the vehicles and can display it.
Absolutely, thank you. Oh, right off the rip, Matthew, look at here. Walk in and bam. Oh, check out that green. That's so pretty. No worries, Sluggo. I'm hoping everybody enjoys it. Maybe get a little bit of reference material out of it. Get the other side over here. Like I said, I know Matthew's big on these old antiques. Copper radiator. Just to give you a little, there's a lot of antique stuff here. Caps. It's a huge, huge collection of stuff. Come on down, Matthew. It's 20 minutes from my house. This place is awesome. So we don't miss it. We'll drop back over here. They got some industrial power plants. Chrysler Industrial. It's a Hemi. Air compressor motor. Firepower. Check out that flat. Ooh. I believe that's a Packard, isn't it? Nope, Cadillac. Ooh, baby. Gotta love Cadillac. Yeah, check out the midget. There you go, BG. Here's your next midget build. Dirt truck midget. Even got a room full of antique furniture and stuff. They got the bar up, so I can't go in there, but really cool stuff. A Whizzer. Like there's a bicycle with a motor on it. Oh, check that out. Simplicity. It's all you, Matthew. Super, super cool. Check out the truck. That green, though. Love it. See if I can get you inside. As far as I can reach, guys. Sorry. You get to see in there a little bit more. Look at that big horse pack. That's some horse purrs right there, buddy. We build dioramas, but apparently when you're done Garlets, you can build a life-size diorama. Got his man working on stuff. And I'm here to tell you, it looks like a garage. My one-to-one shop was at least that messy. That's too cool, man. All right, we'll get back to these early cars. If I'm not mistaken, I think I hear Mr. Garlets. How cool would it be? It's either a recording or it's him. Maybe it's a recording. But how cool would it be to hang out with him? Might not be him, but it sounds like him. Check it. Check it. That's cool. It is. It is, and he's here. I'm going to. I'm not going to rush it, guys, but we're going to try to sneak in. I don't know if he's doing a private tour or something, but I just heard him say, I have it in my collection because. So, yeah, Don Garlits Museum, when a man says, I have it in my collection, I'm pretty sure that's Don Garlits. I don't know if I'm going to touch him, Matthew. I'd like to be able to finish the tour before I get escorted out. I am. I am trying to sneak over. I'll check. You know what? I think it's a recording. Yep. It's a recording. Got me. It's a recording.
In the world.
I can't touch you.
Very nice. This is like a 95.
Talking about
car. Everything is original.
different die casts and models and stuff.
Even has the Columbia overdrive that was offered for these cars, which is also very unusual. This was a frame-up restoration. This is a very.
I know, right?
Car, probably worth
I thought it was him. All right, so here we go. We're back to the tour again.
A lot of this stuff was really hard to find when we were putting it together.
Digging this truck, Stu the Baker truck.
1 year that Mercury had that particular hubcap, 1942.
48 Stewed.
Red leather interior.
40 Stewed.
Wood grain property.
Oh, that's a cool looking car.
Testers who happen to have the correct plates to do the wood grain.
Getting back to you now, Matthew. There's a 40 Willis. That's what they look like before the hot rodders get a hold of them. We got a Chevrolet here.
The tag is the hardest part to find on this Mercury. And I found it at Hershey in a scrap box. This is a 1954. Look at the front, looks like a
31 Chevrolet. Check out the truck. Chevrolet truck.
Instead of buying a new 51 Ford, we just took our 50, went out to the junkyard, bought a front end off of the wrecked one, and turned our car into a 51. That's the way we've done it these days. That's our hot rod truck. This road.
Wooden cab.
We painted it with grills like that, did all that kind of stuff. We didn't want the car to stop. Really didn't have people get you out. This car's got a hot rod turret engine.
On the backside over here, those cars we looked at earlier, there's a Metz. Matthew, you know about Metzes? I don't know that I've ever heard of a Metz car. Looks cool. Look at the Buick. I do know what a Buick looks like. They were pretty fancy cars back then, I believe. Right hand drive. Never heard of a Metz either. Okay, new to me. That there must be one of them horseless carriages. We got a moon. Let's check out that emblem. Moon. There were so many car manufacturers back in the day. That is a good looking car, though. Check this guy out. What about a? Oh, that's a Buick. Yep, everybody knows about a Buick. Here's a little information on the moon. If you guys want to screenshot that and learn something. What we got going on down here?
That they sent out for the fair in 1953, showing what a Hemi was like.
That's right, baby. That's right. Read it. Mopar. No, that was actually free Mopar. It's Dodge Brothers. Cool looking car.
We have lots of engines on display, building all kinds of different styles and things. There's that Dolphins Ranchero, 1967 Ranchero. The estate gave it to the museum.
Before we get too far out of here, we'll take a look at the couple hot rods here, the muscle car here in the middle. I think we all know what that is. Let's see what we can see in the window.
Had a real good time with that. This is only showing the original.
Got it. I believe this is a Willys truck, maybe.
Real nut about taking care of that. I guess it's one of the
Kevin Dunn. I think that's a Willis. Looks like it. Yep. Like a 40 Willis. Fiat. Am I right? Is it a Fiat? Firefly. I believe that's a Fiat. Hey, look at that. I got it right. Even a blind squirrel gets a nut every once in a while. We got one here that we missed. Hey. Look, it's a fiber truck. It says Wildwood, Florida on the door. I don't know if it came from Wildwood, Florida, but Wildwood is just about 4 miles, 5 miles south of where I'm at here at Don Garlets. Check it out. Y'all know what that one is? Is that the Tasca Ford Thunderbolt?
A good example for younger generation.
It's a tribute car.
I got it for myself. My wife down the wild, we like the car. This is one of my favorite 1970.
So those of you building the Thunderbolt, there you go. I've got a couple of them. And now I got some information. Before we get down here, let's not skip this Chevrolet.
I think the old guy had about $7,500
Is that 55? I believe that's a 55 two-door. 55 two-door, 210 delivery. And that one's a little bit newer. Corvette. I guess that's in the muscle car class. Check the bug. Check the bug. Bug chassis. Trying to get everything in, guys. Look at this 50 something T-Bird. Again, I don't know if this stuff is real or not, but what? That's is that a lawnmower? If it is, it's the most overpowered lawnmower ever, ever. There we go, motorcycle. There's that cutaway of the bug chassis. And the whole bug back there. Oh yeah. I don't know if I know what that black one is. That is a 54 MG. And I know that because, well, I read it right there. I didn't know that before that. Check that out. I'm guessing there's an Aerostream van back there, Aerostream camper back there. 56 Lincoln limousine. They need to pull my car out. They need to pull my car out, man. I should be riding around in that. Yeah, we'll go around the outside and then we'll do the middle. Chrysler convertible. And again, guys, a lot of this stuff I'm just reading it. So, what's up, Rick Zink? Rick, it's probably been that long since I've been here. 97, mid to late 90s was the last time I was here, and it has changed a bunch since since I have been here. Oh, now we're getting there. Yeah, baby. Boom, 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 boom. That'll make your heart skip a beat. 1970 Challenger. Uh-oh. We got a race car here, guys. What is that, an IROC Camaro? I think so. It's been modified. Looks like a Camaro. I'm sure it'll tell us. The green car was a student. Okay, cool. So it doesn't tell us what it is. I'm going to guess. No, skipped over it. Guess they didn't want us to know. Oh, wait, no, there's 1987 Bearcat Camaro. Now we're talking. Amy Cornett RT68. What a beautiful, beautiful car. She, that thing got a Hemi? Yep. '66 Cornet, 4-door with the Hemi. That's so cool. Yeah, Chet, it's a great museum, man. I highly recommend it if anybody's in Central Florida area to hit it up. Oh, BG, where are you, buddy? 65 Corvair. Check it out. It's 4-door Cornet. They are packed in here tight, but you get the gist. There's a '69 Corvair convertible. Man, I know if BG was here, he'd be flipping out. That's his favorite car of all time. Corvair. And that's a beautiful red. Oh, we got one that looks like it's unrestored. Jungle Jim's funny car should be in that room. No, it was in the drag racing room, chat. we've already seen it, but if you go back in the video, it's in there. We did a real close up of it so people can get information off of it if they're building that jungle gym. The Moon Eyes car and the jungle gym, a lot of the drag racing stuff is earlier on in the video. Chrysler 300B. That's a cool car, man. Oops. Yeah. Kind of too close to it to get you a real good look at it. That's Packard Club Coupe, it says. Industrial. That's a siren. A Hemi powered siren. Okay, I'm going to guess that thing makes some noise. Super clean Mustang. Victory siren from 1952. Another Mustang. That's a pretty orange. I'm an orange guy, and I like that. Let's see if it tells us what color orange is that. This was the award for winning top eliminator. Ford down won this car with his windjammers went by. Nope, doesn't tell. Ford Ranchero. That's right. Just like a mullet. All business up front and party out back. Got motors in here. We'll get them next. Fairlane 500 Ranchero. That's just cool. I'm not a Ranchero guy, but that's cool. I'm not a El Camino guy either, but that's cool. 50 Merc. Like, check out the lead sled, dude. Thing is so wicked. That paint, though. Only if I could get my model cars to look that good. Whoever painted that definitely knew what they were doing. And you can see me in there. Mercury lead sled. Ford Tudor. 54 Tudor. I like the red grill. That's cool. In the 90s, a jungle gym car was where you walk from the room. Also looks like all my vehicles and it wasn't. Yeah, Jim, I was saying earlier that I haven't been here since the mid to late 90s, and there's 3 buildings now. The original, and then there's 2 more. I'm actually in the second building, and we did the first one, but it's place is grown. We've got so much more stuff in here. It's all super, super cool. I'm getting most of the cars, but there's so much more going on in here than uh, what I'm showing. I mean, look at this, a whole row of motors. A whole center aisle of just flatheads, Hemis, Chevys, Fords, mostly flatheads, but it's all kinds of stuff. The gangsta cars. 40 Merc convertible sedan. The 1940 Tudor. That's so cool. 1940 Tudor. Enfield Coupe. 40 Tudor. Another 40. I think he's a fan of these 40 tutors. There's a tutor coupe. Yeah, I know. Over enunciating, right? Uh, that one's got a, I think a Hemi in it. And it's chopped. I'm digging the Hemi. Oh, shit. Sorry, look at this. Bam! And the car looks bone stock from the outside. Like, if you snuck up on this guy, you might get spanked before you know it. That's too cool. Well, I guess that's it, guys and gals. Just give you an idea of this, everything that's going on in here. I want to give everybody a big thank you for checking it out, hanging out with us. Had a lot of fun. I hope to see everybody tonight at the, or this afternoon at the Sunday Buddy Builds. And then, of course, on Thursday nights with the AMC Livecast. So, y'all be good. Be good at it. Be kind to each other. Be safe. And keep on modeling.